Katie Thurston's story has always been one that inspired people. From her time on The Bachelor to her stand-up comedy career, she's been known for her raw honesty, humor, and authenticity. But today, her life has taken a difficult and deeply emotional turn. The former reality star and comedian is now facing one of the toughest battles of her life, a fight against breast cancer. And as if that challenge weren't enough, she's now dealing with a heartbreaking and stressful situation. Her medical debt has been sent to collections in the middle of her cancer treatment. Katie has always been open with her fans, using her platform to share both her triumphs and her struggles. But even her most loyal followers were stunned when she revealed that, despite making payments, her hospital had sent her outstanding medical bills to a collections agency, something she never saw coming. She shared that she had made a payment just a month earlier and had every reason to believe her account was in good standing. In fact, she even thought some of the fees had been waived due to medical errors that had occurred during her treatment. But instead of receiving an update or a reminder, Katie was blindsided by a notice that her debt had already been sent to collections. In her own words, she admitted that she had never been in this kind of situation before. She didn't know how to handle it, and she turned to her fans and followers for advice and support. Many of them were shocked, not just by the speed with which the hospital acted, but by the idea that someone already enduring the emotional, physical, and financial weight of cancer treatment could face even more hardship from the very system that's supposed to help. For Katie, the journey has been incredibly difficult. Her diagnosis came as a complete surprise. No one, least of all her, expected that her life would take such a drastic turn. At the height of her comedic career and in the midst of her marriage to fellow comedian Jeff Arcuri, the news of breast cancer felt like a cruel twist. But instead of hiding away, she chose to face it head-on, sharing her journey publicly and giving others a window into the emotional and financial toll of a diagnosis like this. Medical debt is something that millions of Americans face every year, and Katie's story is a painful reminder of how quickly it can spiral out of control. Even when patients do their best to make payments, billing departments and insurance companies often move faster than patients can respond. For someone undergoing chemotherapy, radiation, or surgery, just surviving day to day can be exhausting. Managing confusing paperwork and sudden bills can feel impossible. Katie's transparency about her situation is not just about asking for help. It's about shedding light on a larger issue that affects so many people. In her posts, she expressed her disbelief that her debt was sent to collections so fast, calling out Kaiser, the medical provider, for the way the situation was handled. Many fans resonated with her frustration, sharing their own stories of unexpected medical bills, insurance confusion, and unfair collection practices. Despite it all, Katie continues to fight, not only for her health, but for fairness, understanding, and compassion in a system that often lacks it. Her courage in speaking up shows the same unfiltered honesty that first made people fall in love with her on television. She's showing that even in moments of fear and frustration, there's strength in vulnerability. Fans have rallied around her, offering emotional and financial support, sending prayers and sharing messages of encouragement. They've reminded her that she's not alone, that people see her struggle, feel her pain, and are standing with her every step of the way. Through her story, Katie is also bringing attention to the emotional side of financial stress during illness. When you're battling cancer, every ounce of energy matters. The fear of losing your health is already overwhelming. To then be hit with financial threats, credit score damage, collection calls, and legal notices can break even the strongest spirits. Katie's case highlights a harsh truth. For many, surviving illness comes at a staggering financial cost. It's not just about paying bills, it's about navigating a system that often feels stacked against patients. And yet she continues to share her truth with grace and determination, reminding everyone that kindness, advocacy, and awareness are more powerful than despair. For now, Katie is focusing on what matters most: her health, her recovery, and maintaining her sense of humor through it all. She continues to connect with her followers, showing both the raw reality and the hopeful side of her fight. Her honesty helps others feel less alone in their own struggles. As she moves forward, Katie is doing what she does best, using her voice. Whether it's to raise awareness about medical debt, to highlight the importance of patient rights, or simply to remind people to be gentle with those who are suffering, she's turning pain into purpose. To all who followed Katie's journey, this is a moment to come together, to send love, prayers, and messages of support. To donate if you can, share her story, or simply send encouragement her way. Every act of kindness makes a difference. Katie Thurston may be facing some of the hardest days of her life, but her courage and honesty continue to inspire countless others. Her fight isn't just against cancer, it's against the unfairness that too many patients face when all they want is a chance to heal. As she continues to navigate this chapter, one thing remains clear. Katie's spirit is unbreakable, and while the road ahead may be difficult, her light and the love of those who support her will continue to shine even through the darkest days. If you've ever been moved by Katie's story, now is the time to show your support. Whether it's through kind words, spreading awareness, or helping to ease her burden in any way you can, every gesture matters. Together, we can stand beside her in this fight and remind her that she's not alone. Because behind every headline and every diagnosis is a human being, one who's still fighting, still hoping, and still believing that better days are ahead.